over on Instagram, but I decided to answer it here because it's an important question. It's an important topic. And I jumped off of a coaching call a couple of weeks ago with someone who said, "Hey, I really enjoyed your video about how to think about hiring coaches." And so I'm recording another video on this topic because I know it's important to my audience. There are a lot of coaches out here selling a lot of packages, programs, one on one coaching, group coaching, all types of coaching to get you to buy their thing. And I think it's a good thing when people are willing to share their skills to help you get a result. But you have to filter out those that can actually help you get the result and those that can't. And that could be a tougher process, but it's not impossible. And here are three things you want to consider before you're dropping thousands on hiring a coach. And I personally think these things are important. These are the metrics I use before hiring coaches. I've hired several coaches. I work with several coaches, from writing coaches to business coaches to creative coaches. I believe in working with coaches, but I also believe that you should have the right information before you make a decision. A lot of people out here are posting their testimonials. They're recording videos like this and convincing you that you should hire them as a coach. So the first thing that I look for is, does this coach have teaching experience? Now, you should be hiring coaches that have already achieved the thing you want to achieve. Okay, so let's just start there as a baseline. This is the way I think about it. I'm not going to hire someone that hasn't done the thing that I want to do. Now, next is, have they taught this to someone else in order to get that result? Because just because they've done it, it does not mean that they can teach you how to do it. There is no correlation between the two. So you want to ask this coach that you may be paying thousands of dollars to, have they ever taught a class? Have they ever designed a curriculum? Those things are skills that a coach should have and be able to show you that they can teach, because teaching is exactly what the word means. It's going to teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. So, do they have some sort of teaching experience? All coaches are not teachers. And if they're not teachers, then they can't teach you how to do the thing. The second thing you want to look for when hiring a coach is, have they actually ever hired a coach? Ask them, what coach do you currently work with? What coaches have you worked with in the past? Because you should not buy something from someone that hasn't done the thing themselves. So if they've never worked with a coach before, or they don't currently have a coach, that is a red flag to me, because you're selling me on something that you've never even bought into in the first place. And that is a credibility issue for me. It might not be a thing for you, but that is important to me. One of the first things that my business coach told me is the coach that he works with and the coaches that he has worked with in the past. That says to me that he believes in coaching. He's been coached by someone else, so he has experience in knowing what a good coach looks like. He has been on the market for a coach, and so that means he knows the qualities of a good coach, which would then transfer over to the type of coach that he is. And then the third thing you want to look out for are past clients that have gotten results. Now, in this day and age, the typical coach out here that's trying to sell you something understands social proof is important. So I'm not talking about these little clips of testimonials that they post on social media. That's good and that's important too. But a lot of those testimonials have people's names. And it is okay for you to reach out to past clients and say, "Hey, I see you were in that program. Can you tell me what your experience was like? Do you think it was worth it? What are the things that helped you the most?" Because the best source of evidence is someone that that coach has worked with in the past. And a lot of people's past clients will be willing to answer questions if you reach out to them. I know I do for my coaches. If someone reaches out to me about them, I'm happy to talk about my coaches, because my coaches are amazing and they have helped me a lot. And so those are three things you want to think about before hiring a coach. There are more. If you want more of this type of content, just let me know in the comments and I'll record a follow-up video about hiring a coach, what to look out for, and that type of thing. But I hope this is helpful. Again, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Sheena Howard. I'm the founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics and educators increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And I hope you have an amazing day.